What's up? It's Yirmiyahu Ben Israel. And we're going to talk about what a heathen is. Now, in today's, understanding of what a heathen is, it's been changed into a complete definition where it's anyone who is not a Christian, not going by the false teachings of, Jesus, but if we go into the book that came before the false book of the New Testament, we're going to find out Yah's definition of what heathen is. So, just going to give some examples and then elaborate on the verses in here. Now, we're going to go to the book of Leviticus. And we're going to go to chapter 18, where it speaks about Yah giving the commandments of, the laws basically on, who you allowed to sleep with. They said to, for example, like to sleep with your father, your father's woman, you're uncovering your father's nakedness. To sleep with your sister, you're uncovering her nakedness. Things of that sort, because y'all had these ordinances. That's why he said, like, anyone who, for example, he said, if a man sleeps with a man like he does a woman, it's an abomination, he shall be put to death, because that is not holy. Because just like how it says in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, I believe, matter of fact, we can go to there real quick, say it verbatim. I believe it's like 20 something. It says verse 26, Genesis 1:26, where it says, and Yah said, let us make man in our image after our likeness. I actually got the wrong verse, but 27 says, so Yah created man in his own image. In the image of Yah created he him, male and female created he them. That's why he said, Yah blessed them and said unto them, be fruitful and multiply, replenish the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth. Because when you get a male and female together, that creates life. But when you have two of the same, it creates death. That's why Yah said, if a man sleeps with another man like he does a woman, that shall surely be put to death. Same goes with a woman on woman and all these other abominations in Yah's eyes. Because again, that brings forth death. That's the reason why he brought forth the plagues of AIDS, HIV, and all that other stuff. That doesn't come from a monkey. Nope. That came from two males doing what Yah commanded not to. And that's why he said in Jeremiah chapter 10, he said, learn not the way of the heathen, nor be dismayed by the signs of the heathen, for the heathen are dismayed at them, for the cousins of the people are vain. A tree for the forest is cut down and worked with an axe by the hands of a craftsman. Yet, all these people want to say that heathen are just non-Christians. Nope. And we're going to use Yah's word to back it up, because, again, ain't none of this my beliefs. Well, they are beliefs, but they come from the word of Yah, not from my own imaginations. Although, Yah has put some imaginations that he led me up to. I still see the truth, just like everyone else who doesn't know why they're under, the spells of, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, all this other stuff, is because Yah gave them up to their heart's desires. Because that's why he said also in the book of Genesis, I don't remember exactly specifically, but it says that when Yah spared the earth the first time, it saw, grace through Noah, who was a perfect and a just man. That's why he said that Yah, it repented him that he was going to destroy man, because from the beginning, man's heart only knows evil. So that's why Yah, has mercy on the entire world in that sense when it comes to us sinning. But we're going to go back to Leviticus 18. And again, Yah's chosen nation, he goes by law, statutes, and commandments. He didn't do this in order to necessarily because the Israelites were black. The Israelites were a certain they are made in Yah's image, but he mainly did this because I don't have the verse off the top of my head, but he said because y'all loved him or y'all loved them, and because they were the least of all the nations, he was able to give them strength. That's how they were able to kill off the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, the Canaanites, the Babylonians, all these nations that went against Israel that were more mightier than Israel. But, by the strength of Yah, who is above all nations, who is, the most high God above all gods, he was able to smite them, wipe them out clean. But again, the Israelites didn't go by religion. They went by law, statutes, and commandments to not be like the other nations. That's why it says, Leviticus 18:26, it says, "Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes, all my judgments, and do them." You shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations, neither any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. That's the servants, who we captured, although they're not in the nation of Israel. They are, the slaves, I guess you could say, for lack of a better term. But it says, continues to say, "For all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled." That is speaking about the heathen. But we're going to go straight into where Yah speaks of them by name. It says, give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Okay, here we go. Like, for example, Leviticus 26, verse 33, "And I will scatter you among the heathen, and will draw out a sword after you, and your land shall be desolate, and your cities waste." Again, Leviticus 26:38, "And ye shall perish among the heathen, and the land of your enemies shall eat you up." We'll continue on to go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 27. "And Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations, and ye shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither Yah shall lead you." Again, this is speaking about the foreign nations. Heathen is just a term for non-Israelite, doing, different customs like, sacrificing to Moloch, eating all types of abominable food, different customs, worshiping multiple gods, and things of this nature. And it's funny because there's so many demonic narratives going on where they're trying to make, Yah's chosen people not know who they are. But if you just add up, what's going on currently right now with what's written in the Bible, it's like, it's not a coincidence that, especially in modern day Babylon, when you got the white race at like 75%, and then you got the black race at like 13.2 or something like that. It's like, interesting. The one group of people who have not been accepted like all other races of people, although they're not the least, because in Babylon it says that, one of the least of the demographics in Babylon, but still not fully accepted. And it's not because of, necessarily, you could say racism and things of that sort, but it all starts in the Bible because everything has an origin. That's why it says, what else? I'm gonna find it. It says something along the lines of like, and you will become a byword and a proverb, and all the people shall hate you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look for that verbatim. Okay, I found it. Deuteronomy 28, verse 37 says, "And thou shalt become an astonishment a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither Yah shall lead thee. What is a byword? Like, a nickname that, is supposed to offend. Where you think that the N-word comes from. I'm not trying to get age restricted, but you know what time it is. That's where that comes from. That's been used throughout many centuries. There's what the white man used to call our people back on the plantation. Was even used. It was a derogatory term, but at that time they thought it was normal. They were like, why do you think they didn't want us to learn how to read or write? Because if we were reading our book that Yah gave us, it'd be like, wow, and now we're gonna revolt against our oppressor. But nope, they said laws, litigation laws is what they called it, to where black people weren't allowed to read or write. Absolutely crazy history, but hey, it's the truth. And I just wanted to speak about who the heathen are according to Yah's definition. And this is Yirmiyahu. I'm out. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh.